Good morning, everyone. My name is Laura Stranks and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Brisbane, Queensland, Australia. Thanks for joining me today. I'll just start with a little bit of intro for my YouTube channel and what I do. I have a Facebook page called Cards by Laura. In there you'll find all the cards that I do with my workshops and classes, and all of these YouTube ones as well. And I also do a live video on a Saturday morning, which is then uploaded to YouTube as well. So all the cards, they're just there for viewing. If you want to follow along with that Facebook group, you're welcome to do so. I've got a lovely big Facebook group called Laura's Craft Room Tips and Tutorials. In there are the PDFs for all of these cards on my YouTube channel, as well as some other with the lives that I do on a Saturday morning. And also some of my members post their PDFs in the Files tab in that group. The Features tab, it holds the live videos that I do. I pin them to the Featured tab, and they will drop off there after 30 days, but there is the YouTube video that you can watch if it does drop off. If you wish to join this group, you need to answer 2 questions. One, why you wish to join the group, and the other, that you agree to the rules. If you don't see those 2 questions on the device you're on, try changing to a different device. So if you're on your phone, try your PC, laptop, something else, and until you find the questions. You will be rejected if you don't answer the 2 questions. And if you're watching for the first time today, my YouTube channel is called Creative Gems. I'd love you to subscribe and give me the thumbs up if you like what I do. When you do subscribe, you will find a little bell in there as well. If you hit on that, it will notify you when my videos are uploaded for viewing. So with all that done, that's the business side of it. This is the card I'm doing today. This is all with the new, some of the new papers out of the current or the upcoming catalogue for starting in May. I'll show you some of the papers in a minute that I've already got. The card is called Inside Flat Fun Fold. So it's the base is all in one piece. I'll show you how to cut it. So it's going that way for this card. But when I do the one today, I'm going to do it in landscape, and it will go this way. So it depends. The papers that I'm using, there's only a couple of them that are not directional. So you need to watch that you cut your DSP in the correct way, so it will suit either portrait or landscape. But I'll just show you some of the pieces that I've used for this card. My little frames there with my all these frames in this. This is an online exclusive one at the moment. It's called Textured Notes. I didn't really buy it for the greetings, but the frames, just love these frames. There's all different sizes, all different textures on the outside. Even a nice long thin one there that you can use. There's 8 dies in the set altogether. So a lovely, lovely set. That's an online exclusive, that one. It's not in the catalogue. And then the lovely on the front of this one, which is this here. It's a double die cut. And you do the background in one colour and then your top layer in another. So that's those dies there. There's the word lovely and also the word bloom. And you've got all these little smaller images that link together with the stamp. That's a new one in the new catalogue coming up. And Pretty Florals is another one, which is this one here. It's got some lovely die cutouts, and I think this is the one that cuts out some of the paper. I'll show you the paper in a minute. So that's the dies. There's 15 dies in this set altogether, so you can make independent flowers with this. There are these type of dies here that will cut out the paper, as well as some of the others. Very versatile stamp set. I do love the new catalogue that's coming out. That's all of the stamp sets. I'll show you the paper. I'm using a different colour today. There's two different designs. This is the one I used for this current card here. I've used a couple of different patterns. That's one of them there. And I think the dies cut out some of these out of this set, this cluster here of 3. There's a few clusters on the DSP that will cut out that one there. It's very pretty. And I think there's a die that's cut some of these others out as well. So very pretty paper. And I used the back of that one. That's the same pattern as the front. And I just reversed it for the other panel. Got really pretty colours in that. Really nice patterned paper. I love flowers, so it suited me really well. And then the other one, which is the one I'm going to be using today, that last one was called Florals in Bloom. It's a 12 by 12. All the DSPs, some of the DSPs are listed as suites, so you'll find them in there. And then there is a page towards the back that has all the DSPs that are not in a suite. So this new catalogue is much easier to follow than the last one, so I hope you enjoy it. I can't show you the inside, so we shall leave that for another day. So that's the one, that's the pattern I'm using today, and I've chosen a different colour. See, most of these are directional. That's not. So there's 2 patterns that are not directional. That's the pattern I'm using for the other part of today's card, but all of those are directional where they run up and down. So you need to watch your direction. This one is called Floral Impressions, 12 by 12 designer series paper, another pretty one. Lots of flowers for Laura. So that's my template card. Now I've got the measurements here for the pieces you'll need. Just looking at my board. My card base, I'll go through these pieces, and I have die cut some pieces already, so I'll show you as we go. Where's my base? I can put my base, here we go. I've already scored it, but I'll go through that with you again in a minute. It's 11.5 by 8.25, and I'll show you the scoring. That's Fresh Freesia, that one. And then my mats are Misty Moonlight that coordinate with the paper, and 5.5 by 3 7/8. There's 2 of those, which is that one and that one. They're front and inside, 2 mats in the Misty Moonlight. And then there's one of this one here. Yes, that one. 5 by 2 7/8. There's one of those. And then the DSP, front and back. I've chosen inside for that one and the front for this one here. There's 2 of 5.25 by 3 5/8. You could do the same pattern for both if you wish. I found that a little bit busy where I wanted to put. You're not going to see much of this because I've got a greeting panel to go over it, so I thought it was better with more subtle in the background. That's those 2, and then the other piece, which is going on the smaller panel inside, it measures 4 3/4 by 2 5/8. That's that one there. And then I've cut 2 different size panels from the that stamp set, which is Textured Notes. All the dies are out of this set here, so you can choose whichever size you wish. This one here, I did do a smaller writing panel, just this smaller one here. This one here, it's a little bit bigger and it's got a frame around it as well, so I've done that one with that, and it's going this way. I've also fussy cut a little flower out of the paper just to pop down in the bottom corner there. And then this this one here, I've die cut from, I'll just give you the name of these, they're probably retiring. Wanted to say they're in the current catalogue, not the new upcoming catalogue. I don't think they've been carried over, and I use these a lot. It's the Happy Birthday dies. And what I did, the base piece, this piece here, I just cut it plain out of the Misty Moonlight cardstock, and then the top panel, the top 2 words cut out separately when you die cut them. But I did put an adhesive sheet over the back of that. Then I die cut from the front. So it's this one here, the image, the main image, and I put that on there and die cut it. So long as you've got your adhesive sheet on the back of it, not on the front, you want to be able to peel it off the back. And then that, when you've cut it, you'll find it's got these the sticky sheet at the back, and they're easy. I'll show you how I mount them onto the base piece with that. So that's the dies. We don't need that. And then I've fussy cut 3 little flowers. This is just going on the smaller panel underneath, which on this one it will go this way, and I've just put a little panel here. So that's those 3, and I've fussy cut those little flowers with some leaves to pop on that. That is all of that. That is going, oh, that's going underneath the happy birthday on the front. I've cut another frame. You'll see all that when we get to it. So you've got scrap cardstock for your decorations and your greeting panels, and some embellishments, which I'm choosing these, which I think they're retiring, 24, 26 in coloured shimmer gems. I'm not sure if they're retiring or not. I'd have to have a look, but they're current at the moment. So we shall get started. We'll put that aside, and we shall do some scoring first. There's only one lot of scoring and a little bit of cutting, so I shall just get my notes so I'll make sure I give you the right instructions. So with the short side at the top, this is your 11.5 by 8 1/4. With the short side at the top, you're going to score it at 4 1/8. Put my cutter out of the road. 4 1/8, and then turn to the long side and score at 5 3/4. If you're using American cardstock, you'll adjust your measurements to suit your card base. I've got a little bit of wet on there, but it'll dry. It's very warm in here today. So, and then back to the short side at the top, and the left, where am I? Score line, blah, 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 blah. And the left edge on the 4 1/8 mark. So that's where you scored it originally. I'm going to cut down that score line, 4 1/8. I'm just making sure it's in the track. So where your score line is, you're going to cut down to, and I'm going to start down on this here, and I'm going to go up on that score line. Then you're going to turn it to the long side, and then with this edge here on 5 3/4, which is the score line there that we did, and I'm going to start in the middle and try and go on the other side of the score line, so that even if there's a, oh, it came out perfect. Sometimes you're better off to score it short than long, and that way it's you can cut it with your snips to get that piece out. So now the next piece, we need to make this panel a bit smaller. So we're going to take 1/2 inch off the end. This is on the panel that's going to get folded. So you've got 1/2 inch off there. Then you're going to put this edge here, your right hand edge, and I'm only going this panel at the top. We want that on the 1/2 inch. Then take your blade down to the score line. I'll just lift it up a little bit. We can always trim it after, and go up. Now this edge is on 1/2 inch. So we're taking 1/2 inch off that side, and I'm going to flip it over, put that edge on this side on the 1/2 inch mark again, and go down there, excuse my head if it's in the road, on from the score line, the cross score line there, and go up. So that's taking 1/2 inch off 3 sides. We did the first side and then the other 2 within that. And then I'll just get my snips and remove the score line. When you take this across, just make sure you remove the score line as well. So I'm just going across there to that cut line and take those 2 little bits off. They could do for something to decorate later. And don't throw this quite big piece. It can be used for a mat on another card. So now I'm going to have it this way this time. So I'm folding that in that direction. That's my card base over there. I'll just get that, make sure it's nice and straight. My bone folder. and then this panel is going to go inwards like so. So I'm doing, this one was on the portrait stand, and this one is landscape, so it's going this way this time, just for something different, to show you can do any way. You can even do it from this side. If you went, you'd have to cut out this panel up here, not this panel, or you'd cut, sorry, this panel out, not this panel, that's the first panel that I removed. So you'd just do it the other way. You'd remove this one and then cut down this side one. That'll give you a different direction as well. So and the rest is easy, it's just decorating. So we'll start from the inside and go out. So we've got a mat there, and then the DSP on the inside. I'm going to use this one because it's going to have my writing panel on it, which is this one here. And then we'll do the rest in a minute, so we can just adhere all those down. I will get my silicone mat out. We can adhere that down. That's a different pattern on that side of one of the papers. I don't know if any of you went to On Stage. I did a week or so back now. Had lots of fun and purchased lots of products. There is an April challenge out at the moment where you can earn yourself a tote bag. So if you're a demonstrator, hop on the website and have a look for that. It's on the updates right on the front screen when you open it up, and it'll tell you what you need to do to win the. I did have a photo of it, but I'm not sure where I put it. It's a craft tote bag that you can earn for free. Your normal, if you have a look at what level you're at in the reports, like if you're bronze, this one here, I've already adhered both of these together. So that one's going on the inside. That's your writing panel. If you go to your reports, it'll tell you what level you're at. Most of you probably know what level you are. And the amount of CSV you need to do for your level, instead of doing it over 3 months, you need to do it in 1 month. So if you do classes and stuff like that, try and hold off and order all your products and stuff. I've got a retreat coming up in May, so that will suit me. I can do a big order in April for that. So hopefully I can earn a tote bag. Not that I need another tote bag, but I might even use it for a prize for someone. So that's the inside done. Now we can do this panel, which it's got this smaller blue as a mat. We'll put that on first. So go on the website now. It's got lots of things to be looking at the moment with the new catalogue coming out. There's lots of nice new online exclusives to be looked at. And yes, exciting times. So this one here, I'm putting this one on the front like so. I put a different pattern underneath because you don't see much of it by the time you put your writing panel on top. But this one here, it's mainly for decoration. So I'm putting that on there. You could leave it just like that. Looks quite pretty. And then I've got this little one with these 3 flowers. Just scatter them on they stand out a lot more on the white, so I'll put that one there, and the fresh freesia one in the middle, just for a little bit of, and I'm putting them all flat in the centre. I fussy cut the leaves as well. Laura, use your mat. So we don't get glue everywhere, and I'll use my tweezers. Bring this over here. I'm just going to scatter them in all directions. I'll do the other blue one on the other end. Very simple card to do, but with the new papers coming out, there will be a pre-order available for all demonstrators. I think it's the 25th of March, so hop in there and have a look if you're interested in having the digital copy of the catalogue is up for viewing at the moment. Where's my other little flower? Over here. So you can have a look what you might like to order, and then pre-order starts, I'm pretty sure it's on the 25th of this month. But if you want to hold off till April, if you think you might be able to do the challenge, see how you go. I'll put this one up in here. Doesn't matter if it overlaps the others. Just a little scattering of flowers. And that's going flat as well. I do like these frame dies. I'll keep them, I think, for a while, even after they retire. Just a little detail panel on the inside. You could put some wording in here as well, if you wish. And then the front, another easy thing to do. We shall put the flowers at the front, or the flower pattern. That one on there. I love the colours in this paper. Very pretty. And then that one can go on there. Once you get that base piece cut, it's relatively simple to put together. I'll put that aside so I don't get glue on the card base. So that's the front, and it's not really that thick, no thicker than a normal card. It's quite flat. And then I'm putting this with my happy birthday on the front. This has got the sticky backs on them. I've just got to lift up the mat off the back of it. I did lift it earlier, but it's probably stuck back down again. I'll have a go. Not sure which end I lifted. It's usually not too difficult. There we go. I shall put this on here first. Now, what I do with these, with any ones that layered like this, I feed it across. So I make sure my first letters are lined up, and then just feed it across one at a time, because you've got the sticky back on. Once it's stuck down, you're not really going to be able to lift it, but it's easy enough to feed it across. And then the birthday. I like the birthday because the I has got the dot on it. There was another one we used to have. The dot was separate, and if you didn't remember to take it out off your cutting plate when you die cut it, half the time you had to cut another one. So that's my happy birthday, and I'm going to sit that up on actually I might put it flat, but I'm going to put this up on dimensionals. Got some here. Actually, I might use this adhesive sheet. This is the foam adhesive sheets, and I often use these when it's a big section that you want to lift up. You just cut it to size, like so. Cut that there. It's much better when you've got the whole back lifted up. Just cut that there. I use these a lot, and it's not much difference to using, like you'd use 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 or so dimensionals if you're going to lift it up anyway. So this way you get a nice flat surface to work on. So that's on the back of that. Then we can push that onto there. That's the right way. And this is the right way. This is one of the non-directional papers out of that pack. There's only one other one with the sunflowers on. And then I'll put this flat. I don't often do 2 layers up with dimensionals. I usually just try and leave it to 1 layer. Just put a little bit of glue on the back of that. Just make sure it's going to stay stuck, especially on the edges. will do. And we'll just, and I've got some embellishments there to put on it as well. All stuck down. And we'll put some of these. I think this is these are the in colours, but it went nicely with this anyway. It's not the exact colour that should be on it. I think they're either pretty in pink or petunia pop. Not sure which. They're the in colours. Scatter a few. Might just put one in there. Do a couple of little ones out here on some flowers as well. If they're retiring, I may as well use some up. I'll put them on the blue flowers. I'll stand out a little bit more. That will be enough. And that is my card. I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks everyone for watching today. And don't forget to subscribe. I've got well over 5,000, almost on to 6,000 subscribers for my channel now. So I'm excited about that. Where did I put my other card? There we go. So you've got the portrait or the landscape view. Very easy to do. Nice little hidden panel underneath, like so. Thanks for watching everyone, and I shall catch you all again next Monday at 9 AM. Bye for now.